right. Good evening, everyone. All right. It's great to be here tonight. I'm excited about tonight. I really am. As you can see over here, I've got my friend Cheezy Chainz sitting right there. Cheezy, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well, Sam. How are you doing?
Awesome. I'm doing good. I've got my coffee and everything. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But Cheezy is here. I've been following Cheezy for a while. Been having a lot of fun watching him and just seeing the things that he does. We're going to go through a lot of the things that he's doing on his channel. Hey, C. Falkingham, how are you doing tonight? Come on in. Say hey. Let us know where you're from. Are you working on a project? Do you have a project that you are really excited about? Maybe it's on your printer. Maybe you're a CNC guy, laser person, woodworking, knitting. Doesn't matter. Are you working on a project that you're excited about? Cheezy, do you have a project you're working on right now?
Right now, I'm working on getting these little book page holders things done for a friend named Misty.
Oh, yeah.
Publisher. So, yeah, I'm getting these done and getting those out there for her book boxes, which are doing really well, actually.
Oh, that's awesome. So, that's awesome. That sounds like a really good project. So come on in, guys. Share your project with us and just let us know what you're working on. We're going to just talk for a little bit while everybody comes in. Just like I said, I'm really, really excited about this. I see Pretzel Prince stepping in here. I see Eric coming on in. Yeah, come on in, people. Come on in. Baba Wawa. I see you, Baba Wawa. Thank you for coming in. Hey, Pretzel. How are you doing this evening? What's up, Shadow? Shadow Ink 3D Printing, our guest from a couple of weeks ago. That's awesome. That's exciting. And Pretzel Prince, I think I'm going to try to get on at the beginning of next year. So I'm excited about that one, too. So we got Mario.
She's got no choice.
I know, right? We got Mario Tiago stepping into the room. Oh, she stopped working. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing when you get to take a break and stop working. So anyway, hey, do either one of y'all, Shadow, Pretzel, do y'all have a project that you're working on that you really love, that you're just excited about right now? Maybe it's for a customer, maybe it's for yourself, something around the house. Do you have something? Tell us in the comments. Let us know. We're looking for some interesting products out there. Mama, just a mama. How are you doing? Good to see you. Come on in. Say hey and let us know what you were up to. We're going to have fun tonight. We are going to have a blast.
Good time.
And then after the show, if you want to, step over to the Discord server. We have started a Discord server for Asylum Live. We've got a bunch of little different rooms over there that have to do with, we've even got a knitting room. Shadow, I started that knitting room for you. You need to jump in there and start showing some of your work. But we've got CNC rooms, we've got laser rooms, we got painting and modeling and all sorts of different rooms over there for us to have chats in. We're trying to build this up. Hello, Mr. Tiago. Jump on into the Discord server. Join. You'll find the links where links are. I'm not supposed to say link on the air, but hey, check out my profile. And while you're at it, if you got a second, we got a few more minutes before we really dig into the meat of this. Go check out Cheezy's profile. If you aren't following him, follow him. And I'm going to say that a lot tonight because he's a good guy to follow.
Thank you. Got more videos coming, I promise.
Awesome. Always excited when we see that multi-character videos. And so that is always fun. Yay, thank you, Shadow. Well, I want to see lots of work. I want to see lots of pictures and lots of things. Show off some knits. Show off what you do, how you do your knots and everything. I'm always interested in that stuff. I don't have my hat tonight, but I usually wear a knitted hat that I make. So,
oh, nice.
Well, Cheezy, you had a good day?
You know, it was a long day, but it was a good day.
Well, good.
I was looking forward to the whole day. So
yeah. Now, are you hanging out in the sun all day when you work, or you get to go inside?
Yeah, no, it's definitely outside all day. I work on dairy farms, so I got some rosy cheeks right now. Yeah, it's fun. During the summertime, it's terrible, but right now it's kind of not too bad.
Okay, that explains rosy cheeks. I thought you were Santa incognito. Who knew?
Oh, I could probably make some money off that.
It's too cold to be outside, Shadow says. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Now, are y'all getting snow?
Not as much as I like. I'm one of those weirdos that likes when it's dark outside and I like the snow. I've only gotten like one big snowstorm, so I could ask for more.
I gotcha. I'm a big fall person. I love the fall. I like winter, but fall for me is like Yeah, let's just chill right here. Let's stay here as long as we can.
I
Kaylin,
get that.
how's it going? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Hey guys, if you have a project that you're working on that you're really excited about, I'm always looking to see what people are doing because I'm always interested in just the little projects that people come up with that might be lurking in the shadows. Tell us what kind of project you're working on. Tell us, why you're excited about it. Always interested in that. And if you really want to talk about it, jump over to the Discord. That's a really, really great place to chat. I know we've got a couple of TikTok Discords, and I'm not trying to take anybody away from their other Discord things, but I think we have enough people to build up a bunch of communities where we can all reach out together. So check in the bio, and you'll find that link. Yes, Kaylin, I'm excited about this as well. I'm excited about it as well. I'm rubbing my hands together. I'm excited.
Nice.
I know, right? Hey, man, what are you drinking today? You drinking or eating anything? You got anything right next to you?
It was a long, hard day. So, and my voice is a little raspy, trying to get over. So I got a nice little adult beverage here.
Nice. No.
I know Misfit loves brown filament, so I actually have my brown filament wine bottle holder.
Nice.
Yeah, bottle holder.
Okay. I can't tell what that is. What is that?
It's a little bear.
No, not the bear. The what's in it?
Oh,
What's the bear drinking?
447. Little bourbon.
Okay, there we go. I'm a Scotch guy myself most of the time, so I can.
Yeah, I like some Scotch.
Yeah, I can get down with you on that. Awesome. Well, guys, keep coming on in. Say hey. Oh, Kaylin, it looks like she's close to launching her first 3D product ever. That's awesome. Now you've been working. You've been working on the constellations, right? Is that something that you've been working on? I'm trying to remember. I know I've seen some of your projects, and I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head.
Just waiting for that shop to open.
I know, right?
She almost at 5. She almost at 1,000. She's one of those guns. Got to go up. Got to get 1,000. Oh
yeah. We'll get you up there. Just keep coming around. Let's get some people following you. Hey guys in the chat room, if you don't follow Kaylin, jump in there, follow her. Let's get her up to 1,000, and let's help somebody else in the community grow.
Absolutely.
And let's get that shop up and give them a way to make their dreams come true, which brings me to one of the things we talk about on this channel all the time, and you'll hear me talk about it a lot, value for value. And that's what's important around here. We want to provide value as a channel to you. No, there we go. Maybe if we lost our connection there for a second, guys. I'm not sure what happened. So let me just jump back.
We overloaded the server.
I know, right? Tap.
So much tapping.
Yeah, keep going. Keep the tapping going. And then, share it out. Then the next one is treasure. Where you see the graphics on the screen, you see some of the production quality we're trying to add. There's just different things. Managing the Discord server, all the stuff that's going on. Anybody who has a talent in any of those areas can always provide that to our group at Asylum Life. And that's an exciting thing. And then the treasure. I don't ever talk too much about that. Y'all know where the stuff is. Y'all know where the bio and all that junk is, and where, if you want to do something to give back. But all that stuff comes to this channel and will help us as we build this community and keep us moving. So that's value for value. And I won't belabor that too much. Hey, we were talking about food a second. Do you have a favorite kind of food?
Food.
Yeah, food. Do you have a favorite type of food?
I love that cheese,
Cheese. Okay.
Cheese is the best. I think my favorite food, actually, I love spaghetti. I really love spaghetti. It's just so simple, but it's nice.
Yeah, no, spaghetti is a good one. I really do like a good spaghetti. Is that something your mom or your grandma cooked and you have this memory of it, or is that just, where does that come from?
Actually, a good memory of food I had actually was with Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, back when I was a kid, our apartment complex burned down, and they reached out and they said, "Hey, we'll go give you some free Chick-fil-A sandwiches for a year."
Okay.
So I thought that was really cool. So
that is cool.
As far as like food memories go,
that is cool.
That was a good one.
And you're passing it forward. Sure. I've seen where you have actually gone back to restaurants where you have had a good experience and given a little bit of extra tip at the end. That's pretty awesome.
I've always wanted to do that. Yes, especially because I've spent 13 years in the service industry. something I've always wanted to do. So
That is awesome. That's
that was
great. That's one of those videos I really enjoyed. I wish we could have seen the response, but the way you did it was
thank you.
really
Yeah, me
awesome.
too. Actually, me too.
Yeah, that was awesome to see. Just a mama tacos can completely change my mood. Okay, there we go. We
Oh
got
my gosh,
an,
yes,
another vote for
tacos.
Chick-fil-A. We get more tacos. Tacos are the cure for all problems. I don't disagree. I don't disagree. Oh, that's awesome though. Well, man, thank you guys for coming in tonight. Thank you so much for just
Yes,
being here and supporting this show. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Cheesy, for coming in. And so this is where I'm
thank
going
you for
to
having me.
officially start my first question.
Okay, all right, I'm
What,
ready.
what's your channel about? What's the point?
You know, honestly, I just wanted to launch a channel. I love being on social media. I wanted to do some other things. I have another channel called the '90s Magician on YouTube where I want to like kind of review some '90s videos and stuff like that. But I like this channel, Cheezy Chainz, because it's just I don't like having different characters getting out there, but also I really want to try and give back. I've always wanted to be like the Mr. Beast of small business,
Okay.
and so that's why I just started wanting to go out there and buy some things, buy some products, and just open them up, and not even have like a real review, like a critique or anything like that, but just just support somebody and show it off, and when my channel gets big, it'll help out hopefully.
Okay, that's
So
awesome. So this
yeah,
channel, your channel's not really about 3D printing then. It just happens to have a lot of 3D printing in it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's amazing how the 3D printing community has kind of welcomed me in and showing me a lot of love. And I do a lot of like laser engraving too and some other things, but 3D printing is definitely the thing that helped me out a lot. So I mean, I love 3D printing.
Mhm.
It's fun. You guys are awesome. This whole community is awesome, and it's something I can't get mad at. So yeah, I love the 3D printing part of it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. Hey, I agree, Shadow. Coffee is the cure for every problem. I am so in on that. Mugs in the shop. Um,
Ooh,
I'm
cheesy
joking, guys.
creator review, maybe.
All right. Hey, so yeah, that's cool. That's cool because when I first approached it, I was looking at it and I went, he's 3D printer. I had the cheesy chain. I got it at Remurf and had the cheesy chain and got about halfway through the day and there was a little girl who was like, "Where did you get that?" And so I ended up giving it to her. So I don't have one anymore. But so, in my mind, a lot of it was that. So I do like that you're giving back. I do think it's interesting that you've been adopted by a community that you weren't necessarily reaching for. That is pretty cool. And that is definitely an attestation to the 3D printing community. Believe it's very, very accepting.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So,
It's weird too. When I went to Murphy, I walked in and it was like cheesy, and I'm like, whoa, how does everybody really know me? That's right before I got 1,000 followers too, and it was just kind of crazy how everyone was like, hey, geez. I mean, of course I'm wearing a sweater and I got a puppet on my hand, but it's so cool that people like notice me.
yeah, no, and that is cool. And that's one thing I have to say. I have to say that's really interesting about you and your channel is I know so many people you're what 1,500 ish right now as
Almost got 1,300, almost 14,
yeah,
yeah, almost 14.
but people know you. Like
I love it.
it's really cool. It's like, why don't you follow him? Get his numbers up there. Let's make him huge. Let's make him big. And so that's one of the things I hope we can do through the community is keep pushing your channel and keep getting you out there because I think the giving back that you do is really, really amazing, and I love that.
Thank you. Yeah.
Now, sometimes I look at the channel and I get confused. There's this other guy that appears on there periodically, and so it gets y'all mixed up every time. But I think his name's like MP, ML, something.
It's like something. Yeah, it's weird because he's such a diva, and
Yes.
he always wanted to be like, is that Silent? Oh, hold on, here he is.
Oh, he's coming in.
Hey everybody, what's up?
Hey,
Hey,
MJ.
my name's actually MJ. Short, it's Magic Joe. So short. So
Magic
is this
Joe.
on? That's you don't gotta yell into the mic, though. Sorry.
It's all
Um,
good. So, Magic Joe. So, does that mean you're an illusionist?
yeah. Well, I do all the magic and I do all the illusions. This guy just kind of, he's got the hands. So,
Ah,
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, having hands would be pretty important. But so you've trained him, you've brought him up through just the magician circles and everything and taught him everything he knows.
Yeah, yeah. He didn't want to know. He wanted to know all the secrets at first. I said no. Magic code. But then I cracked eventually. So it's a good partnership.
Okay, that's
I like
awesome. Well, that's awesome.
good.
Well,
Yeah.
well, is there anything you'd like to say to the audience while you have their attention?
I just want to say that this community is awesome. Thank you to the love that on earth, and uh, this it's just I'm actually speechless right now. Is Tutzel in the chat? Yeah,
Yep,
I
yep,
think
she's
she's in
here.
the chat. I think he's actually
Uh-oh.
he's a little blushing.
Lost his nerve.
Don't
Lost
say
his
that.
nerve.
Don't. It's fine. She probably says hi or something. Okay. Hey, Tutzel. All
That's awesome.
right. You want to?
Well, thank you, MJ. Thank you for stopping by and saying hey to
No,
us.
thank you. Hey, Tony. I'm cooler than this guy. That thank you guys for having me. Hope you all have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Can I put you away?
We,
Yeah, that's cool. Don't need the talks though. Okay, I'm gonna put you down. Okay.
awesome.
Diva.
Yeah.
Diva.
So MJ helps you with your magic, with your now. What do you prefer? A magician, illusionist? What do you?
I like magician. I like illusionist. I'm one of those guys that doesn't like the word tricks because for me, magic is about taking something impossible and showing them that it's possible. So like even like the magic of tipping $100. People go to work, they don't think that that's the thing, but then all of a sudden, you make their world, and so that's why I like doing performing magic. Um, as moreover, like just doing like the social media stuff. I am planning on doing like a 30 days of magic thing on my other channel, um, but just to kind of get my name out there and all that stuff. And it's actually funny because MJ has never been in one of my shows, but I'm actually going to start incorporating him into my shows too. As far as the '90s go.
What's your channel?
So it's the '90s Magician
The '90s
is the
Magician.
other.
Okay.
Yes.
Now is that in
Yeah,
all the socials? One particular
all the
place?
socials. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll see me. Like I said, my YouTube, the '90s Magician, it's kind of dying, but I want to bring it back. I just do some like '90s um video watches and stuff like that. I'm gonna review Good Burger too. I don't really want to, but I'm gonna.
I gotcha.
There's one good burger. Should have just stayed one good burger, but
Yeah, I would agree with
yeah.
you. I would agree with you.
Thank you.
Well, so who is your favorite '90s? See, I grew up with Doug Henning. Who is your
Okay,
favorite
love
'90s
Doug.
magician?
My favorite '90s magician. I mean, it's gonna be Copperfield because of the specials. I remember there was one special where the trick is called the Ghost Cabinet, but he made it on a massive stage, and it was this like ominous voice was like, "This house, there was a fire and everyone died." Scared me so badly, I didn't watch it for 2 years. My mom laughed at me every day. She's like, "You want to watch that magic show?" I was like, "No, I'm not." I finally watched it. It was awesome. I don't know what I was so scared of, but
That's
you know,
awesome. Yeah, he was
yeah,
kind of the one for me that, while you had Doug Henning and Doug Henning put on his show,
yes,
he just like sensationalized everything. Everything got bigger and more production and more everything. And so he really, I think he put it on the map for a lot of people who just didn't watch it the generation prior.
yeah, absolutely. I think I would say that like in the '80s and '90s, Copperfield put it on the map, and then David Blaine came around with Street Magic. But Doug definitely was one of those guys that made just made it so fun and happy, and made it was just fun. It was a fun experience to actually see. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, hey guys, thank you for coming in. Keep those likes coming. Thank you. We're at 1,000,
Oh
almost
yeah, we got
500.
likes.
Just keep them going.
Yeah.
You know how it works. Just keep tapping the screen for us. That is awesome. Thank you, Pretzel, for sharing out the live. Shadow, thank you so much for the rose. I really
Thank
appreciate
you.
that. That is awesome. That is awesome. Now, you wouldn't happen to have something close by that you could show us, an illusion or something magic?
I have a see. I got this coin here.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. So I mean, yeah, I have a coin. This is actually my challenge coin from the Marine Corps from Thailand. It's
Okay.
pretty cool. Yeah. It's have you ever heard of misdirection? It's my favorite way to vanish a coin is misdirection.
Okay.
Okay, everyone pay attention. Okay. I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna let you in. Look over there.
Love it. There you go. There
Actually,
you
one of
go.
my favorite magicians, he's no longer with us, the amazing Jonathan. He would teach about misdirection. He would take a fork and he would say, "Look at the fork," and then an explosion would go off on the other side of the stage, and he would bend it. And he'd be like, "Oh my gosh, it bent!" It was awesome.
That's
But
it.
I mean, if you really do want to learn how to vanish a coin, I can show you. It's
Yeah,
actually
let's do
pretty
it.
cool. You got a
Let's
quarter
do
with
it.
you?
Yeah, give me a sec. All right, I got my
Money bags
quarter.
over here. Look at that. All right, this is the basic. This is the basic drop. All right, I'm probably gonna get kicked out of the magic circles for this, but I don't care because you guys are what matters.
I'm gonna move
All
my
right, this is
mic out
called
of
the
the way.
French drop.
All right.
Okay, the French drop. Yeah, I got my meatball over here. Everyone calls this a meatball. It's actually a boneless wing, but everyone calls it a meatball. I'm gonna move it out
Okay.
of the way. All right. So you're gonna take it like this. Take the coin like this,
Like that.
and your thumb and your index finger, and here's what it's gonna. It looks like this. You just
Okay.
vanish it
So I'm gonna do like
like that.
this.
So it's called the French drop. Did you do it? Hey, that's awesome. All right, so the French drop, you're actually just gonna drop it just like this. So you're gonna pretend to take the coin and you're just gonna drop it in your hand like this.
Oh, so I
So
want to.
there we go.
So I want to
Like
drop it
I'm
here.
out.
I
There we go.
gotcha. I
Yeah.
gotcha. So I wanna.
But
I
yeah,
wanna come
the key
in.
to vanishing a coin is making sure that you think that you actually have it. There
Okay.
you go. Look at that.
I gotcha. I
So
gotcha.
this is called a visual retention. So it's gonna look like I have the coin up to the last minute and then gone.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. And so that's when you like you make it vanish and you go, oh look right behind your ear.
Yeah, no, yeah. Behind the ear is always the best right here. That's 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 always the move right there.
Well, that's awesome.
It's kind of weird because I'm Joe, so I don't want to be like the creepy Uncle Joe that pulls a quarter out of your ear or whatever. But
Yeah. Yeah.
it still works.
I understand. I understand. Well, that's awesome. Well, thank you for teaching that to us. Thank you for teaching
Yeah,
that
of
to us. That's
course,
awesome. I appreciate
of
that.
course.
Um, yeah. So that's how did you get into magic? Where does that come from?
Oh man, when I was 7 years old, that's generally the most like the average age that most magicians get into magic. They always say they're seven. I went to the North Pole. So I'm from Colorado. In Colorado Springs, we have this place called the North Pole. It's in Manitou Springs. Um, and I saw a magician, and my mom's like, "Go up there." He wanted to volunteer, and I was like, "I don't want to get sawed in half. I don't want to get sawed in half." I was
That's awesome.
scared to death I was going to get sawed in half. He did this really cool rope trick. It was cut and restored rope, and I was instantly hooked. And it's been something I've always wanted to do my whole life. When I was in the Marine Corps, my nickname was Magic Man. I actually found out there's quite a few Marines that are actually magicians now, that are doing pretty well. So I mean, it's something I definitely want to do. I love my job and everything, but if I could be a professional, I'm actually sorry, I'm all over the place, but I actually got into 3D printing because of magic. So there's a magician out there named Mario the Maker, and he did a lecture as well as this other guy named Bizarro, and they both talked about how they were 3D printing their props.
Okay.
And it blew my mind because I was like, well, 3D printers like thousands of dollars. And I got my Ender 5 Pro for like $300. Instantly fell in love with it, and that's kind of how 3D printing and magic kind of came together.
That's awesome.
And actually, I'm in kind of a dilemma right now as well. I definitely need to dedicate all of my time to one thing or the other at the moment. So I'm kind of like, I don't know, do I want to 3D print and do I want to do magic? And so it's one of those little crises for me, but I love every minute of it. And just magic is the best.
That's
And
awesome.
when people, you know, see the reactions and all that stuff, it's the best.
Yeah. Yeah. What kind of events do you work? What kind of things do you do?
Oh, kid shows are usually kind of what I get dragged into the most, which I don't mind. I like kid shows because they're quick and easy. You know, you can justify not going and doing an hour show because after half an hour, kids don't care anymore. You know,
Right. Right.
on the other side of that though, kids are always like, oh, my sister doesn't like this or my brother does it better, and you're like, okay, well, um, sit down. I'm doing magic, okay. But I've always wanted to. I do restaurant magic, walk around magic when I was in the restaurant industry. My boss would
That's
always let me walk around and do magic.
that's cool.
I do want to get into the stage illusion stuff though, so I want to get into the big stuff, maybe do some cruise magic or whatever. But
Ooh.
that's definitely the goal for
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, thank you for sharing. I know we ran on a magic tangent there, guys, but I think it's important. We're all makers, and whether it's coming
Yeah.
up with 3D prints or CNC stuff or even making our own tricks, and it's just really cool that he's able to print things he needs to create the illusions
Oh
that
yeah, definitely.
that he wants to have. So that is really cool. That is really cool. Now, when it comes to, uh oh, he's
Oh
got
no, I was just like,
cards.
these are one of the things that I made. These are card trainers basically, and for some reason these are usually acrylic and they go for like $30-$40. And it's just to practice, your card flourishes and stuff like that. But I was like, well, why don't I see if I can make one? And then so I did. So that's the best part about having a 3D printer is you can usually 3D print whatever you need,
Okay,
honestly.
that's awesome. That's awesome. So you haven't printed any huge vanishing cabinets or saw a woman in half type stuff yet?
Not yet,
Not
not
yet.
yet. But when I can do that, I'm definitely gonna make a lot of money because I can corner that market for sure.
Yeah, well, Elgato's got that big 1,000 by 1,000. If you have a room, you could put it in.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. When we were at with Murph, I saw the Cocoa Press though, and I was like, I think if I'm gonna spend money, I want to get that thing.
I
That
know,
thing's
right?
nice.
It is. It is. It's a really neat machine. Well, cool. Well, thank you. So the name Cheezy, talk to me about where does Cheezy Chainz, where does all that come from?
It's so weird how things just kind of come into existence. I was doing some manager stuff. I used to work at Buffalo Wild Wings as a manager, and I was just sitting in the office. I had my 3D printer. I was 3D printing everything. People were like, "Okay, we get it. You're a 3D printer." It's like, how do you know there's a pilot in a bar? They'll tell you. Um, so I was thinking about chains and like how those NFL teams they always have like those chains with the big pendant on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, those are really cool, And actually, one of my servers was like, no, that's actually kind of cheesy. And I was like, wait a minute, Cheezy Chainz, and it's kind of went with it. It was weird. Someone asked me about it. They're like, Cheezy Chainz, what does that mean? Like, you're just gonna make chains? And so the whole name is actually Cheezy Chainz and Creative Things, but that's the actual business name. So it justifies me doing things like laser engraving and all that other stuff. But I like it. And then like everyone calls me Cheesy, which is the nickname that just kind of came up out of a Murph, and
Right.
I love it. It's so cool.
Now, do you have an online store right now?
I do have an Etsy, but it's kind of dying because it's just I don't know how everyone
Etsy.
feels about Etsy. Maybe ask about that in the comments,
Because of
but also
Etsy.
TikTok Shop, I guess is I don't know. There's a lot of people doing really really well on.
Yeah.
Like I'm waiting for Shadow to restock her Etsy so I can buy another thing from her. So
Oh, I gotcha. Well, you
um,
hear that, Shadow. You hear that, Shadow. Well, I think Shadow's focusing on the Cocoa Press right now. I think she wants to buy one.
yes.
That's what I'm seeing over
So
there.
let's just all go in as a community and buy a Cocoa
We
Press.
might be, and we can put it somewhere in the middle between us, and we can get there and use
There
it.
you go.
So that's awesome.
Exactly.
Okay, okay. So that's where cheesy comes from. That's good.
Yeah.
So do you like cheese?
I love cheese.
Okay,
I love cheese.
okay.
All kinds of cheese. Actually, the only cheese I don't like is blue cheese. And I'm sorry,
That's my
because
favorite.
there's probably some New Yorkers
That's my
in the
favorite.
comments that get mad. But I used to work at a wing joint. My guy's from New York, and he's like, "You don't like wings and
Oh my
and
gosh.
blue cheese?" I was like, are you kidding me? Crazy.
I do, I do. Yeah, yeah. I get a lot of people who pick on me for liking blue cheese, but yeah, I'm a big blue
Hey,
cheese fan. Well,
I can't hate you guys for it, but that's not for me. When I was bartending, this guy was like, "Do you like green olives?" I said no. He's like, "Do you like gin?" I said no. He goes, "Do you like blue cheese?" I said no. He goes, "You got to try this." And I was like, "What?" He goes, he takes the pit out of the olive and he stuffs it with one of those blue cheese crumbles
right?
and he soaks it in gin. He's like, "Try it." And I was like,
Yeah.
"I'm not gonna try it." He goes, "If you try it, I'll tip you really well." I tried it. I didn't like it. He didn't tip me.
Oh,
So it's one
that's
of those bad experiences
oh
too.
well, that's sad. That's sad. Well, hey guys, thank y'all so much again for being here. I think y'all could tell. I'm excited. Yeah, there you go. He knows
That's what I
exactly what
like.
I'm about to say next. Keep tapping on there.
Thank you guys for being here
We're
for
at almost
sure.
2,500 likes. That is awesome. I'm excited about that.
Wow, that's
I got
crazy.
another rose from Shadow. That's two roses. I think those are for MJ though. I don't think those are for me or you.
Oh,
I think they're
all right.
specifically for
MJ, you got
MJ.
some roses.
And So,
He's playing video games.
oh, is he playing?
He's good.
Yeah. What's his favorite video game?
He likes Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I always make fun of him for it, but he's the star, so I can't really get too mad at him.
That's true. That is very, very, very
Right.
true. So, cheese, we talk about cheese. You like cheese. You got the name cheese. I hear cheese goes good with pretzels.
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard that somewhere. Someone actually put that in the comments somewhere. It's so crazy that one of my best friends in the entire world has the name Pretzel Prince, and it just happened.
I
And
know,
it's
right?
just so cool.
And
The
she hates
story's
blue
awesome,
cheese
and
too, so.
yes, and mayonnaise. I hate mayonnaise, but kind of
Well, that's
gross.
crazy. Well, and so that brings
Yeah,
me to y'all had a collaboration, which I think went off really, really well. And y'all had
thank you. Yeah.
the pretzel cheese challenge or whatever it was called. Tell us a
Cheesy
little
pretzel
bit.
giveaway.
There you go. Tell us a little bit about
Yeah.
that, how it went. Kind of just give us an overview.
It was funny. We were talking during how sometimes you have a group project and you're like, well, one person's always taking doing all the work, and it just kind of does people. That never happened with us. It was super fun. We were talking all the time, every day about it. What's the fun way to introduce it? I can't remember whose idea it was to throw a piece of paper at her face, but I'm just glad it really went off really well. I think her idea was the steak, with MJ making the steak. And it was just so much fun, and there are so many creative, talented people out there, and that's another thing I love about this community is like you can you can come up with an idea and someone can do it. Like there were so many just crazy good entries, and I'm glad I didn't have to do the creative part of it, like the judging of it, because I wouldn't have been able to pick one. I wanted to give one to everybody because they were just so good.
Yeah, that was cool. I really liked the guy who climbed up in the tree and the little toy box printer was sitting up in the tree.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was so good. He actually we were debating on I don't know if he had like 2 entries per person because it was different platforms, but he had two really good creative videos. So it's crazy because we just wanted to do something different. We were the goal was to get likes and follows as well, but also to kind of spark the creative community. So that was fun, and it just worked out, and I couldn't. We're probably gonna do another one because it worked out so well.
Awesome. That was going to be the next question. That was going to be the next question. It's interesting in the community how those pop up, and it really just seems to be about just trying to get the community to interact. And you see the ones where people, hey, print the oldest file in your download folder that you haven't printed yet. Which, I could go back a couple of years for that one. I've downloaded so much I've never printed, and just coming up with just original ideas and everything. I thought that was a great little contest. And I definitely hope it comes again. Pretzel, is that coming again? Are you two agreeing right here that it's going to happen again?
Oh, yeah. It's happening. It's happening.
Okay. Well, I'll let you handle that. Don't even know what mine would be. I think she's talking about the other print. So that's awesome. That is awesome. Well, look, so we're at 33 minutes, guys. I'm going to ask a speed round of questions, and then we're going to have about 15 or 20 minutes of questions from the room. So if you have any questions right now that you want me to ask, start putting those in the chat, and we will. We're swapping out meatballs.
I got the traditional one now. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. And so start typing those questions in there, and I'm going to go for the speed round. Now you have to answer these quick. You can't think about it. You just got to go. So we've got 5 questions. You ready?
I'm ready.
What's your favorite color?
Purple.
Do you own a lot of cheese?
Yes, except blue cheese.
What are your favorite 3 Ninja Brothers?
Tum Tum. All the way.
Awesome. Do you like grilled cheese?
I love grilled cheese with that smoked Gouda. Bearded Dawn. That's for you. Smoked Gouda.
How tall are you?
Okay. All right. We'll put it into the controversy. I'm 5'3.5". But the Marine Corps rounds up, so I'm 5'4".
Okay.
And then I get targeted ads on Instagram all the time for those lift things. I feel targeted. That's okay. I may or may not have bought some.
They may not have. Yeah, right. Invested in some platforms. Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
That's awesome.
That's right.
That's awesome. Well, now, thank you so much. And guys, come on, give me some questions. Y'all got some questions in your head. You've got some things you want to ask. Let's get those questions in there. And other people who aren't asking questions, tap, tap, tap. We've got about 5 people sitting in here.
Yeah.
So one
Tap,
question.
tap, tap.
And while we're waiting, what's your what was your first 3D printer?
It was the Ender 5 Pro.
Okay.
So it was a Core XY. Actually, the only printers I have are Core. Well, no, that's not true. I have a Cobra Max, which is my most expensive shelf I own right now.
Aw,
So
we should talk.
I'll,
I have 2
I'll
of
end
them.
up
I
fixing that
love
one
them.
day.
I love them.
I love it. So I just want to do the big one for sure.
Yeah.
I got a little scared when I started doing resin printing, but that was fun too.
Awesome. Why asking his height? But if you would have seen his video announcing this, you would understand why I asked his height.
It's controversy.
Apparently, it's some big controversy I didn't know anything about, but I figured he
I
mentioned
didn't
it.
realize that was that important.
I would have to ask. So thought that was pretty important to ask since he thought it was important. How many printers do you own at this point?
I own four.
Okay.
So I got my Ender, my Bamboo Lab, my Canon, my Cobra Max, and then my resin printer.
Okay.
So yeah.
And which one's your go-to?
My go-to is the gotta be the X1 Carbon. I've had that thing for a year, and my little swiper thing, the
The
purge thing that just broke. So
no.
that's pretty cool. I mean, like apparently it's been a big issue, but mine lasts for a year, so
That's
not
cool.
too upset about it.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people love their X1 carbons. I have held out. I don't own. I don't own any of the bamboos. I actually just got my hands on a Cetus 2, which takes 2 filaments at a time and can mix them within like 5 millimeters of each other. And so I'm going to be playing with that and trying to do a couple of things.
Okay.
So
see, that's cool because like the rainbow filament, the ombre that changes over time.
Mm-hmm.
I have to print a ton of different prints just to get that nice gradient, the nice little change in there. So it'd be nice to have one of those.
Yeah, that's awesome. Let's see. Look at totally a 3D printer. Oh, Kaylin says you have more than her. So that's awesome.
It's all right. You'll get there.
Do you have plans to go ahead?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
I said we'll get it there.
Yeah. Do you
followers and printers? So it's going to be there.
Okay.
It's in the stars.
In the stars. That's a good one. Very, very well done. Very well done.
Pretty funny.
Do you have plans for another printer here in the near future?
I do, but not for myself. Okay. Definitely one of the things I want to do as far as being like the Mr. Beast of small businesses. I do want to give printers to people, and it's something that I've always just wanted to do. And these people know who they are, and I think they deserve it. And that's one of those things I want to do over the course of the year is maybe get someone something that they deserve for sure, and watch the creative juices flow.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I've got my hands on a bunch of different printers, like an Anycubic Mega Pro and some just other ones that were a little bit older, and I refurbed them this year, and all my nieces and nephews are getting printers for Christmas.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
I'm trying to get them interested. One of them wants to be an engineer, and I'm like, you need a printer. It's like, no,
that's perfect.
So
perfect. I don't know.
I don't know why they
walk around Hobby Lobby and be like, I can print that. I can print that. I can print that. I don't need to buy that.
I know. I know. And then my problem is I always print something out and go, I could have bought this for 3 cents. But I made it. It's mine. Leave me alone.
Exactly. I got a ton of filament spools. I'm just ready to go.
Let's talk about your filament. Let's talk about filament and storage and how much do you have? What do you think? Give us a guesstimate.
And it's honestly on the floor and just kind of they're all stacked like this in a tower. And if I want to get one at the bottom, I got to make sure I move it around a little bit. I'm very unorganized. But I heard creative people are unorganized.
That's the rumor.
So I'm not too mad about it.
That's the rumor.
Which weird. I always I don't want to say I feel special, but it's weird because in Colorado we have a lot of dry. It's a dry climate, even though it's dry humidity.
Okay.
And I 3D print TPU like nothing. It's crazy. I don't have a dehumidifier. I've never dried my filaments or anything like that. I've never really had a problem. So I don't know. Maybe Colorado's just the place to be for filming it. But
It's a good one. Do you have a humidity meter in your house?
I don't. No,
Okay,
nope.
that's awesome.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe I'm just super lucky.
It is
But
a pretty
yeah,
dry.
I mean,
Colorado is a pretty dry place, but you
definitely.
don't have to suffer from a lot of humidity. So, yeah, we
No, no,
got a
no.
question. Any dream presents for Christmas?
Who asked that? Do
Kaylin.
you? I
Kaylin.
know.
Mm.
Dream present. I don't know. I'm really bad at getting gifts. People give me stuff all the time, which is like this year, which is really just cool. Like I got Peter the mech
Oh, yep,
Godzilla over
yep,
there
yep,
from
yep.
Shadow. I got the Cheezy Chain from Pretzel Prince, and then just all kinds of other stuff. I don't know. I don't really have a dream gift. I guess. I don't know. That's definitely a hard one to ask, and I'm not trying to. A lot of people are like, "Well, I don't want anything," but if I could try and think of something to get, I'd definitely throw it out there.
Yeah, yeah.
But right now,
That's all good. That's all good. That's all good. Hey, do you
it's a
in
good
the chat?
question.
Do y'all have any Christmas presents? Do y'all have anything that
Yeah,
you're
maybe I get some
wanting for
ideas.
Christmas? I know he needs a couple of ideas. Maybe you can give him a couple of ideas for some other people too while you're at it. But
There you go.
yeah, I guess so. Keep giving us those questions. I have a few more. I always keep things in a notebook, and I put the
Yeah,
ones that I want to use on
do
the
that.
screen. So, but let me jump in here a little bit. Now, I think you gave your Mecha Godzilla a name. I saw you give him kind of a fist bump one time, and
Oh yeah.
I think you gave him a name. What's his name?
So his name's Peter, but there's a reason why it's Peter, and actually, I think it's pretty creative. But I'm not gonna say why. So if anyone in the comments or comes to my channel, whatever, tells me why I named
Oh,
the mech Godzilla Peter, I'll send you a cheesy chain if you don't already have one, or I'll send you something cool.
well, there
Like
you
that, I
go.
feel like that's so. If you can take your best guess, and it,
That's awesome. Well, we've had this comment twice. I thought it was interesting. We just had a person say, make a mini cheesy chain for Godzilla.
ooh, that's a good
And
idea.
I think, I think Shadow was talking about making one for Winston.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
That would be sick.
I think that would be pretty cool.
That'd be really cool.
That would be pretty cool.
Yes,
Well, guys, keep
it's a
the
great idea.
questions
Yeah.
coming. Thank you so much for being here. Keep tapping. I keep seeing that number come up. We're 3,451 right now. That's exciting. Always is.
Dang!
We've had a bunch of people come through. We've had about 30 come through. So if you want to share it out, we got
Wow.
about 15 more minutes that we're going to go
Okay.
here. And, this is kind of the time, if there aren't any questions or anything, this is kind of a time where we sit down and we just we start getting a little serious. And no, not really. We're not going to get serious. But what future things do you see for your channel? Do you have any plans you can share right now? You say you're working on some other videos right now. Is there anything you want to kind of tease or talk about?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to get back to making videos. It was super fun doing it every day, and I want to get back to that, especially with the 90s Magician channel. I want to do like a 30 days of magic type thing. Um, but honestly, I think I'm just I need to find time to just sit down and decide if I'm gonna do magic or if I'm gonna do 3D printing full time. I'm not gonna give up on either one of them, but you got to put more dedication into it. I have like 12,000 magic books I still need to read, and I
Mm.
haven't done that yet. So, it's not really plans. I'm excited for Murph. I know I'm gonna print a ton more of these because I ran out super fast. So I guess that's a good project too. I'm gonna do because you said this is like my maker coin. I
Yeah.
had no idea.
Yeah.
Murph was fun.
Yeah.
But
Murph was fun. Now we've got a question. If you're coming to Murph, MRRF, are you ever planning on going
that's
outside of your area to hit another Rep Rap festival? That one's in
yeah,
Indiana.
definitely. That would definitely be fun to do. I'm one of those guys that doesn't take vacation. Whoa, where'd you go?
I'm here.
Turn around.
I know. I was looking
There's
for my
doing
maker
magic over
coin.
here.
I was looking for my maker coin. So that's
Nice.
the one I hand out.
Okay. Yeah, no, I would love to do that. Like I said, I'm not one of those people that takes vacation, but that'd be fun to do. It's funny because Murph is just right down the street from where I live,
Yeah.
so that's why I was like, hey, let's go. And it's kind of crazy because I was talking to Pretzel Prince, and I was like, should I bring MJ? And she was like, yes, you absolutely need to bring MJ. And so she's the one that made it super fun for sure. And it's kind of crazy. Like she made me this after I bought one of her axolotls, which I just thought was super cool. And then um, I ran up Cheezy Chainz really fast, and one of the kids was like, "Hey man," it wasn't really a kid, more like a teenager. He's like, "Oh, I want a Cheezy Chain. Can I have that one?" I said, "Nope." So this is the actual one that she made me, and I don't
Okay.
know. It's just I'm not gonna give this one up,
Of
but I'm gonna
course.
definitely print more next year.
Of course. Of course. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I want another one. I need
Yeah,
one to
absolutely.
hang up on my wall back here with all of the other gifts that, maker coins and things that I get from people. So that is awesome. What's a maker coin? So, Kaylin, in the maker space, you know how military has challenge coins? They'll use them in different places and everything. So there's the challenge coins. Even if you're a geocacher, geocachers use challenge coins for fines and stuff like that. Well, in the maker space, we have a tendency, or people have a tendency, I say we, because I've made one, but have a tendency to make our own versus going out and buying a metal coin or anything. So whatever craft you are a part of, you can make something that you hand out. So this is my maker coin. It's about to change. This has been mine for the last year. Basically, it has a little chicken on here. It has my name, my website, and it's a fidget. And so all of it spins in three different places. Oops, let me get it in front of the camera. It spins in three different places. And so that's what I hand out. So when I meet people, the only way you get one of these, you can't print one, you can't get it anywhere else except from me. So if you have one, you've met me. And so that's kind of why we do the maker coins. I have a bunch of them, and I'm sure if you went to Murph or Remurph, you know, there's different maker
Hey,
coins
look at that one.
that people hand out. The little
Woo!
keychain that was given to me. I've got one here that is actually an acorn. In one of the Discord groups I'm in, there is a squirrel lady. I can't remember her name right now, but I keep thinking indecisive squirrel, but that's somebody else. Here's Gemini X. That's his maker coin, and so this is just something that people hand out just to give it to people that they've met and just stuff that people in the community can collect. So I have a lot of them sitting here. You got anything like that? There's Dan, the 3D man.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I got a couple maker coins, and I remember. Um, I had the same question. Don't feel bad. I had the same question. I just kind of lucked out because I was like, I'm gonna go to Remember, let me print a bunch of these, and then I saw a video about, hey, do you have a maker coin? It's like, oh, what's a maker coin?
Yeah.
So, you know, that's the whole reason for the community is to learn all a bunch of cool stuff and
Yeah.
have our little fun
And
traditions.
there's a lot of fun ones. You know, if you go with Filament Stories, if you know Courtney over at Filament Stories, she has her little filament rolls that she hands out that are really cute. Clock
Yeah,
Spring made those for her this year. And so different people get them different ways. They'll talk to a creator or make their own, or sometimes they'll just come up with something that's their logo or just kind of simple. Yep, there you go. That was another
yeah,
one that she handed out this year. And so, it's just something fun to have, something fun to give to people, and just to kind of get your name in people's hands, but also to say, hey, I actually met this person, and that's just kind of a little memory. It's a lot of fun.
yeah. And it's also weird. Like I'm always starstruck and stuff. So when I met you guys, I was just freaking out. This was I had no idea how to act. I guess I'm not.
um, I
Am
think
I
I
still
have
here?
you still there. You're there. I'm seeing that. There we go.
Okay,
It cleared up. We were
okay.
having a weird internet thing. I don't know what's going
Yeah,
on
my
tonight.
internet
Well,
stuff.
man, anything else you want to share? Anything you want to talk about? Maybe we hadn't touched on that you wanted a story to tell, or you know.
Just I really appreciate all of you guys that are out there, and then you know, I don't know, you make people feel special, whether you mean to or not. Like I said, it's you got the big names that are out there that reply to your comments and stupid things, and it always I don't know, it means something. It might sound stupid and insignificant, but when someone goes out there and they comment on your page, or they send you a message, or they invite you to come on their live, which blew my mind. It means a lot. And it's one of those things that helps people keep going with what they're doing.
Yeah,
So
I think
you know,
so. I think so, and I would agree with that. It's interesting to be in a community where, even in those down times, I know many of us in this room right now have been through a time where it's like, I don't want to shoot a video today. I don't want to do anything today. Oh gosh, I'm like,
Right.
I'm gonna stay in bed all day, but you have
Right.
those community friends that will text you or reach out to you and just say, hey, what's going on? I haven't seen you lately. And it's not just about being popular. It's not just about getting the votes. It's not about all of that. It's just getting to know somebody, becoming friends, creating a community of support in just everything that we do, not just in our work or in 3D printing, but in life. And I think that's
Right.
really cool. Kaylin,
Yeah.
you're killing me, Kaylin. Give me your number. I'll text you every morning to make you get out of bed. Come on.
Oh, there you go. Get out of bed, sleepyhead. That's from Sister Act. Oh,
Yeah.
another thing is Shadow is some crazy movie quote expert because on my 90s channel I'll do quote the 90s challenge, and she somehow always gets it. I did Mortal Kombat. I thought it was going to be super hard because it was the music, and she got it.
How did I not know this? Oh, that's a talent we need to tap right there. That's
Absolutely.
that.
She does 80s and 90s.
Okay.
She's a genius.
Okay. That's awesome. That
But
is
yeah,
really, really awesome. Well, good. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, like like definitely with the community thing too is like this is the thing that I don't really like magicians that much as far as the magic community goes. Yes, there's secrets and stuff, but everyone's just kind of they're so secretive that they're jerks about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to learn how you did that because I want to rip you off. I want to learn how you did that because I want to see if I can make it mine. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
there's a lot of people that are super secretive. I've never come across any of that type of negativity or anything in the 3D printing community, and I'm sure there's people out there that do it. But like, if I said, "Hey, man, I have my ender all the time would mess up," I was like, "Hey, my extruder is clicking. You know, how do I fix that?" And someone just instantly helped me out. Just no questions, no nothing. They weren't trying to be snarky or anything. They got it.
Yep.
So that's I love it.
That's
So
awesome. And
cool.
I think we've all experienced that a lot of times. And that's why we're building Discord communities. Now, I know there's Asylum Life Discord. I know there's a TikTok or creators of TikTok or printers of TikTok, whatever it is, another group. I think they actually just reached 100 today. As far as the
Dang.
number of people on the Discord, which is really, really exciting. And so digging down into those communities are really important. Get in there. A lot of times as creators, we just kind of isolate ourselves and push back and go hide in a room or just stare at the first layer of our printer and say, world, go away, right?
Yep.
And so, but don't do that. Jump into these rooms. Come back here on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. We're here every Tuesday and Thursday, just kind of talking. Maybe you have some issues you want to talk about, and we can jump to the side into another room or something and talk through things. We are all open to that, and I think that's what Cheezy Chain is echoing over there. Print Talk After Dark.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like that one. Print Talk After Dark. There is that one. There is that group, Print Talk After Dark, that's on TikTok all the time. Where there's just, man, I think
This is awesome.
I go to sleep and wake up and they're still there. And so
that was the first live I was ever on. Frizzle Prince texted me and she says, "Get on this live that I shared you right now." And everyone was wearing Cheezy Chains, and then we started talking, and it was just
awesome.
It was so cool. Everyone was just so happy and fun.
Yeah, that is awesome. That is awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming tonight. I'm going to do just kind of the house cleaning and stuff at the end of the show. Thank you for supporting Asylum Life. Thank you for coming by and seeing Cheezy Chainz tonight. Thank you for the taps, the gifts, and everything. We really appreciate it. Always appreciate the support from the community. And like I was talking about earlier, we are a value for value group. And so what that means is we all provide each other value. I provide value. You provide value back. Tonight, the value is Cheezy. Cheezy gave us a lot of value tonight, giving us an awesome show. And that's just really exciting.
Get that shutter.
And then y'all guys coming back into the group, adding to what's happening here. And that's what what this is about. And that's where we talk about the time, talent, and the treasure. So the time, taps, being here for the show, sharing it out, helping us get this community out to everybody else. The talent, if you want to be a part of the show, you want to help with the Discord server, there's a lot of things that we're working through in the background. If you have a talent in something and you want to help expand this community, reach out to me. Let me know. My DMs are open always. And then the treasure, y'all know that. We got a couple of gifts tonight. I don't ever belabor that. You know where all the stuff is, the profile and everything, but all that stuff goes towards helping this community. So do what you can. We're going to keep doing what we can, and we are just going to, continue having fun. Cheezy, thank you so much for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me and inviting me. It was so cool.
Yeah, and we had somebody in the room who said they wanted to see a Ray Skullman and Shadow competition as far as the movies and stuff. Well, just to let you know, next Thursday we have Ray Skullman. Ray Skullman will be here in the house. So we're going to be interviewing him, talking to him. He's a really interesting guy. I've been catching up with him a little bit lately. He's just a lot of fun to talk to, and he is a New Yorker through and through.
Absolutely. I try and practice his accent all the time. I was like, I'm walking here, you know?
Nice. You are right, Creator Ruckus. But that's going to be awesome. So next week, then, I think, so after Ray Skullman, I think we might have Akuma Mods. We're trying to get him on here. I'm going for a big creator in a couple of weeks. And then first of the year, Pretzel Prince is going to be coming in at some point in time. We still got to work those dates out. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that one too. And maybe we can have Cheezy in the chat room, bugging her a little bit, right?
Love it. Absolutely.
Awesome.
All the secrets.
Well, guys, thank you so much. I hope that you've learned a lot tonight. We always talk about living life to the fullest, growing in wisdom and stature, and sharing what you know generously. And I ask that you do that this week, and y'all have a great rest of the week. See y'all next Tuesday.
Bye.